away, put the chalk around it. I just get low key and watch them talk about it, I'm in New York and we finna get loose. Squeeze a big apple and give me the juice. Don't wanna talk, I just do what it do. My alter egos can fill up a room. Hop on the flight, take a trip to Peru. The hop in the whip that is missing the roof. My woman a fire, just look at my boo. I'm no money, I'm feeling like Bruce. Ooh, 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 ooh. I don't need much, ability to do. Ooh, 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 ooh. Breaking the hearts and breaking the rules. Ooh, 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 ooh. 10 out of 10, I'm feeling like 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. I ain't tripping, this is easy, easy. Got 'em excited to meet me. Meet me, I got diamonds, you got CZs, CZs. Wake up, get to it, and repeat, repeat. Hey, I ain't hearing nothing hate to say. Let them talk about us. My whole crew is about 100 deep. Gotta walk around us. I kill it and then I walk away. Put the chalk around it. I just get low key and watch them talk about it. Talk about it. Every week I got a mission to get it. Hop on a flight and then finish in business. I'm sitting in business. Just look at the ticket. A traveling man. I'm switching to pivot. Why would I talk about it when I live it? I know that you live it. I know that you mad. Putting up numbers and flipping the digits again and again and again. Well, you get it. Elevate and enjoy the saga. Better pay, give me more than dollars. Still on the grind, ahead of my time. My yesterdays are your mananas. Trip to Hawaii to bust out the haka. I bust out the haka. I bust out the ooh. When there's nothing to do. Never been capping, you know that it's true, 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 true. Haters are crying in your river like boo, 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 boo. Breaking the hearts and breaking the rules. Ooh, 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 ooh. 10 out of 10, I'm feeling like 2, 2.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today we've got a fun little clash in the AFC, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Kansas City. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Off of play action, it's Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he'll be out right at the 35. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so... Forward, they've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different story. Night.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. They run it again with Chubb. And he's going to have a Browns first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. It's a gain of 35.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now it's Watson. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run for it. Chubb. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Deshaun Watson finding Amari Cooper. And the Browns are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Myles Garrett showing that athleticism as he gets in to make the play. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
And they'll begin by running the option. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there, and how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, but when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Browns have taken a 13-0 first-quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 14-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Rice.
Complete to Rasheed Rice. A gain of 10. Brings up 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Motion man is Schwartz. Now a first down throw, Watson. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. 1 play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
King York to kick off for the Browns.
New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg, and he's going to go down again. Martin Emerson in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick six, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that get to watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Again, it's Pacheco. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. That'll be caught by Rice. And some room to roam now. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Mahomes firing complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. He stiff arms him. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
10 more yards.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
10 yards on the pickup.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Mahomes going to throw. They'll check this one down to Pacheco. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, Ribblin, Ribblin.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They'll run for it with Pacheco. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs first down.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Steps away. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. I cannot imagine a more perfect half of football for one side, CD, and a more disastrous half of football for another side. But if you focus on the positive half, with this pick 6, you look at where that lead is at, and to think that we are only in the 2nd quarter. My goodness.
I love the expression, my goodness indeed. Pretty obvious. It's a free fall out there. Everybody gets a chance to make a play. And if you're on the field, you've got a great chance of being the next guy that your teammates are celebrating.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And that is incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
At the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Hey, 43, 15.
Here's Pacheco once again. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 45 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
The 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, 43.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Jedrick Wills, former first-round pick, guilty there. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now Watson, he's going to back away and call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Faking the give. Now Watson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Watson. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Watson on 3rd down. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Browns have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Well, partner, he has carried them in this ball game throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air, and that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been a result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
King York to kick off for the Browns.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Mahomes to throw. That one caught by Rice. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And now they're in the hurry-up. And again, it's Mahomes. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
And the Browns are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And Chubb will try the middle here. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 50-yard line.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Watson off play action. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Willie Gay getting in there and picking up the sack.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Here comes Tony on the return.
An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
A third quarter action from Kansas City. 2nd down and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes rolling to his right. A throw right side taken in by the tight end Gray. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. On play action, it's Mahomes. That ball caught. It's Rice. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the 1st.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side, and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you've mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Chiefs are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10.
At their 25-yard line.
He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space.
44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Chubb running right. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Hey, 31!
Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. Nick Chubb stops short. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 42-yard line.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
First down, Cleveland.
And Watson's going to throw it here. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
York to kick off for the Browns.
New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic.
And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
I don't need some
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. Throwing now, Watson. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
George Karlaftis
In there to bury him for a loss of 11. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And, of course, this is a win they're going to hang their hat on. They go on the road and defeat the defending Super